Hi, my name is Ching Kung Lin, and I am in Group 3. So right now I'm going to explain question number A. So the question number A is create a tablet that effectively finds all possibilities of the list of random numbers that added to sum S. So right now I know, first of all, I have to create a tablet for this code. And the idea of tablet is I just declare the data type as T. So whenever I declare one data type, the function that is created under the tablet will just automatically replace the data type that I give, that I want. So we can take um, the code as example. Right now I create a tablet class T here, and I give I declare the data type T as parameter to all of the parameter which is here. So whenever I want to use the tablet, I just go to my main function, which is here. And how do I code the tablet? So here, yeah. So find numbers here. I also use template to create, to pass the data type T in my function find numbers. You can see I pass the vector T and I pass the data type T to my target in the parameters. So if I declare, I cast in int here, that's the way we code the tablet. So if I code in here, the function, the tablet will just automatically know, oh, I'm going to do the int type, data type int to this tablet. So my T will replace to int. So this one will become vector int, and this one become int target. So so the same idea, if I want to do the decimal number, which is data type could be double or float, I just change the int into double or float. Then I can have the data type float, vector float, input list, and float data type target. So that really beneficial because I don't have to declare different data type and write the same code again. So that's the tablet. And also we are going to use the tablet class to find all possibility of the list of the random number that added to sum S. So from this description, I know I have to find all possibilities. Right now, that means I have a lot of answers. So I need a list to store my answers. And also here, I have to deal with a number with a random numbers. So I need to create a random numbers. That's why I need the seed type. I really have to include the seed type because I want to create the random numbers. And since we are going to use find all possibilities, so I have to use either array or vector to store my numbers. So in here, I choose to do the code with the vectors. So that's why I have to include the vectors. And and uh, and that is that their sum will hit to some numbers. So I know I have to do the sum, I have to do addition, and also I need to tell the computer my target because my target, which is S. So that's why I declare target and I declare a size of the list, and I create a vector with the int, because I'm going to deal with a number with the int. Input list, this one's empty. And I also need this strength time num to randomly create the numbers. Then I need a for loop to pass my number into the vector list. I have to use the pushback because this is the vectors. So I will fill out the list between 1 to 20 at random number. And this is just the CL, my outcomes. So after all of the preparations, I will call the function, which is find numbers. And I will put my input list, which is I will already give the number, 10 number inside this. I will pass my input list to this function, and also I will tell the computer which number I'm going to find the target into the function, into the find number functions. So let us take a look what does find numbers function do. So here's my find number functions. They take two parameters, which one is the list that I already declare with the 10 number at random that I pick randomly, and also the target that I want my code to find. So first of all, I want to sort my list because my list is picked randomly. Let us go back to because my list is picked randomly, so I could get a list like 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 4, 6, 6, 6, 1, with 10 or 3, 15. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I got 10 number in my vector list. Unsorted. So if I use the sort function that is in C++ library, then if I sort this, I will got 2, 5, 2, 4, 6, 6, 2, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. I'm sorry, 2, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 8, 9, 10. So if I sorted this, the benefit if I sorted this at very first place is that when the computer do my code, they will pick number in ordered. So my outcome will also in ordered. That's what I want, because I want computer pick the answer in order. That's why I sorted my list in very beginning. So that's that, and I also need an empty list, vector list, to store my number. Then after this, I need a function is called finding process, and I will pass 5 parameters into this function. So the first one is my current position, and the second one is my target. Third is the sum. Fourth is the input list with the 10 different number, and 5 is the empty list that will store my answers. So let us take a look at what the finding process do. Yeah, so the finding process is here. Pass 5 different parameters with data type T that is also declared as a tablet under the tablet. So let me open my white paper to explain my code. So I will use this. I will use this as my example because the less number is can help me to check the number can help me to check the code. So I will use the size 7 and my target is 8 and my beginning of size is 0 because we didn't add anything. So I will sort it, which is we did in the find numbers function. I sorted and I will got 1, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 7 number in order, in ascending order. So the idea for finding the solution is that I will use the current position to point out to my first number, and my first number will just keep adding. One and add it to next number. 1 add 1 is 2, and I will check whether if it hits the target 8. If not, then just keep adding to the next number. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus next number 2 is 4, 4, and check again to see if it hits target. No, just keep adding. 1 plus 1 plus 2 and plus 5, and that would be 4 plus 5. Check W9, 9 is greater than 8. That's past the target. So that's not the combination that I want. That's not the possibilities. So I will go back to check. I will know the 2 is the 1 at 2 is not possible. So I will go to take out the 5, I will try 6. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6. That's also not correct. And I will just check all the way to here. Then once I found all the way to here, I doesn't find any good numbers, any good combination. I know this combination is wrong. So I will go back to my second number here. So I would do 1 plus 1. Then this time I won't do plus 2. I will do plus 5. So I will do 1 plus 1 plus 5. And I just keep doing this until I hit the target 8. And that will be my one of my possibilities that that the sum is A. So that's the ideas. So let us take a look my code again. So yeah, in the finding process, first of all, I need if statement to tell the computer that, oh, the sum already hits target. If it hits target, then that's what I want. And since that's what I want, so I will just print out, because those number that I found is that those good number that I found it. If once I recognize it's a good number, then I will put into the answer list. So once the sum hits the target, then all of the good numbers were in my answer list. So I just print out that would be one of my combinations of the possibilities. So once I hit, I print out. Then next, this is the code that I traverse. So all of the numbers one by one, and if not, I will just go back all of it. So I have to use a for loop, and I will just start with the current position, and it won't pass the size of the list because my list in this example, my size is only 7. So I won't check outside of the last number. I will just check the last number and stop. And so for the so the first thing I have to check is if my sum doesn't hit the target, then I will pass. Oh, I'm sorry. This one is if my sum is greater than target, that means this combination is wrong. Remember, we discussed this. We said this before. If 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5, that is 9. 9 is already greater than 8. That means this combination is wrong. So we will just pass this, we will just pass this try. We will just pass this this I, which is here, and go to the next number to see if this is the number that I want. So we will try 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6. So what does the continue do? So the continue, it means if I use the continue, so that will just tell the computer to break one iteration in the loop. So what does that mean? So if my if 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 the I will become 4. If plus 5, this I from 4, is I equal to 4 here. Oh, I'm sorry, is I equal to 3 here. It's wrong. Then I will just continue. Then I will just pass the I equal to 3. Then we just pass this iteration because I know this iteration is wrong. So I will just pass to I equal to 4 to see if it's correct or not. So that is a continue. That is that is what continue do in this code. So the next if statement, I would check if my code will use the same position of number because I don't want the repetitive number appear in my combinations, and I don't want I don't wish to get the same combination. So that's why I use this if statement to check if I got repetitive numbers. If I got the repetitive numbers, then I will just pass it this iteration and go to the next iteration to find the correct numbers. So once I pass these two check, then I know that is a good number. Then I will just push back to store that good number into my answer list. So once I push them, and if this then because this progress will just find the one good number. So I will just pass the rest of the information into another finding progress to check the rest of a number. My current position will move. See here, I plus 1. My current position was move from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So whenever they found, whenever they move the current position, they will just check every possibility after this current position. They will just keep checking. So I already explained the process of my finding progress. So right now I use this example to track the numbers. So just let me explain my tracking. So my example is here. So here, I got all of the statement here in the box. So the first of all, the first function, I pass my current position is 0. 0 here, say my R star is 0. Then I go to check my sum. 0 plus 0 is not equal to A, so it's false. Then I go to a second statement to check if there's a repeated number. No. So I know the first number 1 is a good number, so I push the 1 into my list. Then I will just put the rest of the number, which is 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, into the next checking function. So my current position will move. We'll just add 1, move from 0 to 1 here. Then my sum is 0 to 0 stays 0, so it becomes 0. Yes, it will become 0. Oh, I'm sorry, this one should be 1. Sorry. This is a typo. So this one is 1. So 1 it doesn't greater than A. So here I will pass sum as 1 into my next recursive function here. So right now my answer list will just in store one, then store one, then whenever I call the finding process, the first check that finding process will do is to see if sum is equal to target, which is here. Finding process here. So obviously 1 doesn't equal to A. So the check, so they won't print out the solution. As long as print out, so it won't print out the combination. So I will go to the next recursive function 1 because it's a function into the function 1. So my current position will become 1 increase, get increment, become 1. Then my I will become 1 because the I will start with current position, which will start here. So here, so my sum will just add this position, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 still not greater than 8, so it's false. Then go to check whether it's a repetitive number, because 1 is not, 1 and 1 is in different positions, so here, so it's wrong. So even though they are repeated number in the same, but they are unique number they have the unique position in the list, so that cannot be regarded as a repeated number. So after these two check, I found that the 1 is still good number, so I store it into the array. Then I call the next finding process here, which is finding process 2. The check is still doesn't meet. 2 still not equal to A. So right now my answer list have 1 and 1. So next recursive function 2, my current position will get increment will become 2, which is why we check here. I'll check here and all the way to the 10. And my I will get started with 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 still not the same, still not greater than. Then check whether it's repetitive. No. So 2 is a good number, store, and check if it's fit on his 8. No. So I pass all of the function to the next, called the third recursive function. So my current position will become 3 right now. I'll go to here, becomes 3. Then my previous sum was 4 plus the 3 plus the third position is 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is greater than 8. So if it hits this, I know this combination is wrong. So I would just continue, skip this because I now will go to check next. Check next I. Then my I gets in check all the way to here. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong because it's done. So I know 1, 1, 2, 5 is the wrong combination. Then I will just 1, 1, 2 is the wrong combination. 1, 1, 2, 5 is the wrong combination. So I will just go to here. I will just 1, 1, 2. And 1, 1, 2 is the wrong combination with all of this. So I will just remove the 2 from the list. Then right now my answer list is 1, 1. So I will go. So this one, because this one I already check all of the resume, it's not good. So I will just close the recursive function thing and go back to recursive function 2. So recursive function 2, I will remain to the current position was remain 2, but I will go to the next I. So I is 3. Then so right now I already tried 1, 1, 2, and all of the it's not good. So I will this time we'll try 1, 1, 5. So 2 plus 5 is not equal to 8. So go to next. It's not a repetitive number, so I know 5 is a good number. So right. So this one is 7. Okay, sorry, and a typo. So 7 is not equal to A. So this one, the sum equal target doesn't hit. So, and right now my answer is 115. Then I will pass rest of the number into the next function. So I will call another recursive function 3. Then my current position will get increment becomes 3. Then my I star is 3. So it's what I will try 1155. 155. Oh, it's also greater than A. Then I will try rest of numbers all greater than A. So I know 115 and with rest of number is not a good combination. So I will pop back with delete 5 from the list. Then it will become 1, 1. Then I will close recursive function 3 again. Then I'll go back to the recursive function 2 and move to the next I, which is I will try 116 at this time. So 116 at this time, first of all, I code this. 2 plus 6, A, is that greater than A? No, so pass. Is the 6 repeat a repetitive number? No. So I know the 6 is a good number. So 6 I will put into the array. Then I will still call the next function and pass the current position increment and pass the sum, which is 8. Then my answer list will become 116. Then if we check it again, every time when I call the find process, my first check is check where the sum hits the target. So at this time, if I passed the new recursive function, I will take the parameter sum as A at this time. So A, the sum equal to A will go into a new recursive function, then will hit the first if statement. Then it will also bring out the answer list that 116 is inside. So this one will be true. If it's true, then I will see out the answer list. Then I will print out the answer 116. And that is my first combination that hits the target. So so this is the tracking that I can find one of the possibility, my first possibility of this input. So if I do the same thing, I just keep tracking, I will find all possibilities. So this is the tracking. So right now, last but not least, I will run my code to see whether my code is work. So in my code, my target is 50, and I will give it 10 size. I will give a size of 10, then I'll just pop back to the random number from 1 to 20. Then I'll print out. Let's run the code. It takes time. It's running. So let me run again. Okay, right now it's work. So here's my target is 15, and my random number list is look like this. This cycle is from 1 to 20. Then because I didn't print out this one, the code will be sorted in this function. We sorted. So here is the all possibilities that from this that all of the combination, their sum will be 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will get 6 different possibilities that their sum will be, they will all be the same, that is 50. So that is my code and my idea and my explanation for the question number A. Thank you.